Hi everyone, welcome back to Pecan Tan. Welcome back my fiance Dylan as well.
How's everyone going?
Today we want to talk about goal setting and how important goal setting is to our personal life, our relationship, as well as business.
Yeah, super important part of what we do on a daily and weekly basis is we plan out all of our goals in 90-day increments, so they're not like too hard to obtain, but not too short either. So we break it out into 90 days, and then we reverse engineer our goals into what we have to do on a weekly basis, and from a weekly basis, what do we have to do on a daily basis, which allows us to be able to like figure out what do I have to do today. And if I do those things every day for 90 days, I should be able to hit my goals. Yeah, hit my goals easier. So it makes it not as scary, right? If you say a big goal, you can actually break it down into a daily habit.
Yeah, and it's a mix of short-term goals and also long-term goals. Even though it's 90 days, so 3 months, that goal can be as short as making sure that I meditate every day or journal every day or pray every day, to as big as some of Dylan's goals since he's an entrepreneur, which is, to make X amount of money within a month or within a 3-month period.
Yeah, I love it. You actually hit the goals when you do this exercise. So,
and sometimes you don't, which is okay. But at least you have a visual of what you're going towards, because sometimes you can kind of feel lost in the sauce. So if it's 90 days, if it's a month, I think goal setting is just a great way to just stay on track on what you want to achieve within the time frame you feel that's comfortable for you.
Yeah, that's how we got to our date nights. We put as a goal is, spend specific quality time together. We're like, yeah, we should do a date night Friday. And then it was a weekly habit. And now it's been, just a regular occurrence. So put everything on these goals, not just like big lofty goals, but like you were saying, like little tiny goals, right? Just to remind yourself.
Yeah, for sure. So as you guys know, we are done with January. So we want to show you what we had for January and then also take you guys through what we are creating for February.
So we break up the way we structure our goals into 4 categories. So the first one's going to be mind. The second one's going to be body. The third is going to be spirit. And the fourth is going to be business or work. So once we understand like our big goals in 90 days, we do like a visualization exercise actually, where we close our eyes and we imagine ourselves 90 days from today.
Yeah.
So that would be May 1st. So on May 1st, what do we look like? How do we feel? Where is our headspace at? Where is our financial goals?
Yeah. Yes, financial goals.
Work goals, promotions, whatever it looks like, right, for you and you. But we break that down into like our 4 main categories. And then once we get those 4 main things from a 90 days perspective, like Mina was saying, is then we break it down and what do I have to do every week to then achieve that goal? And then breaking down a week into days, and then it's super digestible and easy to follow.
If anyone is struggling with just getting into the right mindset and just kind of figuring out where to start, Atomic Habits is such a good read to give you a foundation of what does it actually mean to attain a habit that stays for the long run, and identify the habits that you've been doing self-consciously or not, or not really conscious of, but they're bad habits. So that's one thing. But I've learned, do not get caught up on just the goal. If you ever set a goal for yourself and you like achieved it and you're kind of like, okay, like satisfied for a few seconds and you're kind of like, what's next? Focus on the journey. And then this is also advice that Dylan knows I need to take myself. And zoom out and just focus on the journey and not necessarily the goal itself, because then it kind of takes away the fun of it.
Yeah, a good example is like, I want to have no credit card debt. Like, what is that? I need to pay off X amount every day or every week. and then it's much more like
Digestible.
understandable. Yeah, exactly. Like the big goal of like, oh, I want to be debt free. Like, okay, like where do I start? What do I do? And then you like get anxiety and you just don't ever achieve that goal. So
Right.
breaking it down into like, okay, I have X amount of debt divided by 90 days times 7 is the amount that I need to pay off every single week. And then like you able to create a habit to then get to that end goal. So focusing on
Right.
what you can do, like on an action perspective, is what's going to knock down the bigger pin for the actual goal.
Right. And then another big thing is sometimes like the resolution going into the new year, we said, I want to go to the gym and I want to stop doing this and add this to my daily schedule. Sometimes you start to fall off, and that's because you're actually not checking in on either a weekly or daily basis on your goals. So I advise to write this down somewhere where you feel as though like, okay, you can go back and reference it easily. That could be in a journal. We have a whiteboard that we use. Yes, that's our 90-day journal that we journal in every single day, and it has amazing habit tracker in it.
We'll link it below.
Yeah, we'll
It's
link it
called
below.
the Best Self Journal.
Yes, it's
Awesome.
This is like our 5th to maybe 10th one. But yes, the importance of checking your goals just mentally helps you stay on track.
Yeah, because like where your attention goes, energy flows. So if you do this exercise, you get all your 90 days, your daily goals, but then you never look at it again, like it's not going to work, right? So you need to like check in every day, put a calendar invite on your phone or a reminder saying, check my goals. Takes 5 to 6 minutes, and it just reaffirms like your goals. Like, did I do this today? Did I not do that today? What should I do tomorrow? Doing that every day is just going to help you achieve it.
Yes. And also
We could
having...
be better at that, honestly.
Yeah, we could be better at that for sure.
I'm the worst. It's in my room, the whiteboard,
Yeah.
which we do it all, and I look at it not every day, like
So
intentionally.
I end up buying a whiteboard to go above my desk, which I still need to fill out. I think instead of goals, I'm going to have affirmations. But yes, checking in is super important. And if you're able to have an accountability partner, someone who just holds you accountable for your goals, like JMO here.
He doesn't have any goals. Our goals are centered around him, though.
Yes. So having someone to just let you know, like, hey, let's go check on the goals. A partner, a friend, a mom, you know what I mean? Like anything, I think is great to just keep you on track as well, if you can.
Yeah. So you start in the 90-day category, and then you break it down into the week, and then you break it down into the day. So you don't start the day, then go to the week, then go to the 90 days. So start with your big picture goals, and then break it down into a week, and then into a day. And then this is what you're really, really focusing on, right? Like, don't get caught up here all the time. Like, what did I do my daily things today, right? And like really focus on the daily, and then everything will take care of itself.
So far, I have toned legs. I really want to work on toning up my legs. Then I said aggressive overload to build muscle. So that literally just means doing 1 extra rep, doing 2 extra reps, or even going heavier and then doing less reps. And then cardio. I absolutely love running, but when you're so focused on building muscle and weight, you're not as focused on cardio. So I definitely want to incorporate cardio more into my fitness routine. And then for mind, Dylan always tells me this, but asking myself when I ever have a thought that, does this thought serve me within this moment? Good or bad. If it's a good thought, then yes, this thought does serve me. And if it's a bad, then dismiss it. Okay, so we are all done. I know it looks like we wrote so much things down, but it all makes sense.
Guess who wrote which? I got a chicken scratch.
He's not lying. So starting with the 90 days, mind, body, spirit, business, and personal. Then breaking down what we do on a weekly basis to achieve those goals. And then that also leads us to what we're going to do on a daily basis to achieve those goals.
Guys, so we just wrapped it up. Did our 90-day goals. We did our vision beforehand. Envisioned the people that we're going to be in 90 days. Big expectations that we set on ourselves. So I feel really good. I love this exercise. I look forward to it every 90 days. So I think some of the highlights of the things that I felt, and you can share yours after, is like a lot of them stayed the same from the last 90 days, and I think that's a good thing. Is like I have very large goals, and 90 days, is a small but not small increment. So just continuing on the path to get to the place that we both want to be professionally and personally.
Yeah, and I think a big thing is not trying to reinvent the wheel. Just keep it super authentic to you. And no goal is too big or too small. Put down what you have, your desires in your heart, and stay true to that. And I mean, this is always super exciting to have something to look forward to. So I really hope that this exercise and us kind of sharing what we do inspires you guys to also set some goals. And they do not have to be 90 days. This is just kind of what works for us, but ultimately do what works for you.
Yeah, I would love to hear your guys' goals, or if you have questions about how we do it, more in depth, we can always make another video, but leave your feedback in the comments. We do read them all, obviously. We appreciate all the love that we got of the last couple of videos. So we'll continue to open a window into what we do on a day-to-day basis in our lives. And if you take anything from this video, if you've watched this long, I appreciate it. But definitely write a couple goals down. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. Put it on a piece of paper. Don't throw it out, and always look back at it. You'll be surprised at where you'll be 90 days from now.
Yeah, you'll definitely be surprised on what you accomplish. But thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.